his son. And I mean, that's just one of so many, you know. We keep praying and we keep doing our best to help. And one of the ways we help our listeners is via this program, Governance, Policies, and You. And last time we started another chapter, or and we're going to be looking back at that, but we're also going to be answering some questions that came in. We did ask you to send in your questions. So over to you, Sheena.
Nadine, you're a little bit low. What were you saying?
Oh dear, are you hearing me better now?
Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry about that. I was giving an idea of what will be happening today. So it's over to you. Go right ahead.
Okay, so a few of the callers, in fact, more than a few of your listeners, had sent questions about NIS, which I hadn't gotten a chance to respond to last week because I wanted to get in as much as I could about NHC. But this morning, I just want to acknowledge the questions so that persons know that we're hearing their voices. So I'm just going to go through the questions quickly before I continue to talk about NHC refund.
Right.
Now, this particular listener said, I am a practical nurse working as a geriatric caregiver for a private person. Should my employer pay a part of the NIS payment? Quick answer, yes. You pay a portion and you pay half and your employer pay half. Doesn't matter that you're working for a private person, yes, they should be paying. Next question. If you're working and left that job and into another, can you get benefits from both jobs? It's not the jobs, listener, that you're getting the benefits from. It's the government of Jamaica. So it's one set of benefits. But you're required to pay contributions from both jobs. So if you work at one job, you should have been paying your NIS contributions from that job. If you move to another job, you also again pay your NIS contributions because there's a lifetime sum that you're to pay. And then you will get benefits where you're entitled to get them from the government of Jamaica through NIS.
Right.
So it's not the jobs that are giving you the benefits, it's one entity and it's the government of Jamaica. I hope that clears that one up.
Yes.
I was employed in 2011 and did not get any maternity grant. Can I go now and apply for that benefit? I think that question would be best posed to NIS listener. My view would be that you've lost it by not applying for it then. I can't imagine why they would be giving you the benefit now. It's 10 years later when you're no longer pregnant. If you're pregnant and you are paying your NIS benefits and you're not getting it from your current employer, then is when you should reach out. But you could always double check that with NIS because they are the authorities on this particular area of the law. So double check that. But I just gave you my own personal view.
Right.
Now I'll move on now, Nadine. Okay, there's another question. What if you're working for years and you never collect a refund? Where is that money? Remember that NIS is not the refund one per se. You can get a refund if you are paying and you've reached at the retirement age and you make contributions, you can get a refund. Go and call NIS. But in terms of asking, saying that you're paying for 5 years and you're paying for 10 years, where's the refund? No. And NIS doesn't work like that. NHC is where you get a refund if you're making contributions and you qualify in the 8th year. But NIS wouldn't respond, wouldn't doesn't operate like that. So there are only specific circumstances in which you could get a refund contribution. For instance, if you overpay for NIS,
That's NIS.
Right, then you could get a refund contribution. But we don't usually, it's not the kind of periodic refund that you would expect
with the NH as the NH, right?
Yes.
Somebody,
But
some.
here, accumulating for you to get benefits
Right.
I'm going to move on now to
Okay. We have
NHC.
questions coming in now, but I think this one is simple. What if you used to work and then stop for the NIS? You could still apply, right? Because they pay 8 years after.
NIS or NHC.
I'm sorry, NHT, right? They pay eight. They
Yes, yes,
right.
yes,
So if it's a NHT, then you can
yes.
still go on the site and fill out the information.
What is important is if the period, so for instance, as I said, they're at 2013 now,
Right.
were you making contributions? Were
In
you working
20,
in
right.
2013 and were your NHC contributions being made? So even if you stop working in 2014 or 2015, you would still be eligible to get the refund for 2013. What you wouldn't be eligible for is the refund for 2014 or 2015 because you never made contributions in those years.
Right. Okay.
So, no more questions from your end. I
Well,
can move
yes,
on.
there's another one. What if someone was benefiting from NIS and that person dies? Do they get a grant? Who is it? Someone, and who is getting the grant? Your wife, your spouse, or who?
A spouse
I'm
can get a,
asking Tracy, but you could go ahead and
right,
answer
as
if
a
it's a spouse,
right.
right?
A spouse can get a benefit where their partner, where the other spouse dies, the spouse can get a grant. So the person should get in touch with NIS and ascertain whether with the death of this person, even let us say the person was getting, it depends on the kind of benefit. So let us say that the person who died was getting what? An invalidity pension because they
Mm-hmm.
were injured on the job and they're not able to work. You wouldn't be able to pick that up. But if they were getting, if you could get a funeral grant for one, and you could just get a grant because your spouse has died. So
Mm-hmm.
you should get in touch with NIS and say that my spouse was contributing during his or her lifetime and they are now deceased. And you should also point out that they were getting a benefit. If you can't get them on the phone, go up there and sit and have a chat with them and find out what you're entitled to. But there are some benefits that would cease because it may be personal to them. But there are other benefits that you may well be able to get, new benefits that you may well be able to get because of the death, right? So the best thing to do is to go and sit with NIN and show them the circumstances of your particular case. Okay?
Hmm.
And we
Okay.
move on now
Move
because
on
we are moving quick
now.
at the time is up. Right, so we were talking about NHC refund contribution last week, and we were saying that there are regular contributions and regular refunds, regular contributions, refunds, and we were also talking about special contribution refund, which would be for retirees, invalidity pensioners, and migrating expatriates or agents of deceased contributions. So these are persons who are in a special category who are able to get not the regular contribution, but a special contribution. But the special contribution refund would not include amounts that are already claimed as regular contributions. So let us say that you become invalid and you're no longer able to work, right? But and because you're now sick and you have an invalidity, you're blind or you are crippled and you're no longer able to work and you want to make apply for a special contribution refund, but you would have received some money, say up to 2001, then you wouldn't be entitled to recover the money, the refund for the period that you up to 2001. You would just be able to claim the special for the period thereafter. So I just want to make that clear, right?
Mhm.
I would have pointed out last time that if you are applying for the invalidity contribution refund, then which is what is under the special contribution. So if you're an invalid, which which is a kind of sometimes persons don't like that word. So let's just say that if you have a disability, something is
Right.
preventing
A
you from
person with a
working, then you
disability.
would need right, then you would need
Hmm.
to produce something from NIS to show that you have been so recognized or designated as having
Right.
an invalidity.
Or
It's called an
mhm.
invalidity booklet or
Okay.
an invalidity award uh, Clinton letter from the NIS. So go to NIS and get that, and then you will be able to apply for the special contribution along with the other documents that NHC will require. If you are someone that's migrating, as I said last week, you need proof that you are either migrating or that you are a resident overseas. If you're applying on behalf of someone who is deceased, you would need proof of relationship that between, so you prove that you are married to the person, and of course you're going to need the death certificate. Now, there are sometimes persons ask, how do you make payments, right? Um, how do I make my NHC contribution? That's always a question that comes in. How do I make my NIS contribution? As an employee,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm getting this information from the NHC website. As an employee, your employer should make the NHC contribution
Right.
monthly on your behalf, and
Right.
it's made to the THA, right? That's tax office.
Right.
If you're employed by more than one employer, you should note that each one should make contributions for you, right? So if you have two jobs or three jobs, that's a question that arose with NIS. They should make contributions on your behalf within 14 days of the end of the month being paid for. So like this is, we're in what now, April?
April.
And I kind of keep track.
I
So within
know.
14 days of April ending, your employer should make your NHC contribution. If you're earning under the minimum wage, then you're not required by law to contribute.
Okay.
Employers are given a receipt upon payment of employee NHC contribution. So your employer would get a receipt as proof, right? Upon request, contributing employees are entitled to and should be afforded the opportunity to inspect receipts reflecting payments made on their behalf. So what this means is that you can request of your employer to show you proof that they're making your NHC contributions on a
Contribute.
monthly
Right.
basis.
You can
Especially
request
for
of the
small,
employer.
yes, so yes, especially for small and medium-sized
Right.
enterprises, you work in a gas station, you work, with supermarket chain or so. For small and medium, especially, you just what you see. I heard in the news, was it Sarah or Nera, but issues with employees' contributions not being paid for 2 months and the nurses being rested as a result of that.
There we
And
go.
this is a large organization, this is government, and this could be happening furthermore small and medium-sized
Exactly.
enterprises. So
Exactly.
you just want to ensure that
Just
your
give a
contributions
call.
are,
Are being made. You're working
yeah.
hard. Make
Let's
sure.
talk about overseas
No, we
contributions.
done. We don't, you know,
No,
so me go give you a clock.
some people always ask, I'm
Hold
overseas,
on a minute.
how do
Just a
I
minute. Just a
contribute?
minute. Just a minute.
Make sure your child can live life to the fullest. Apply for Satipur Life Child Protection for this plan today. The time by Satipur Life is
7 o'clock on the Sound of Love 101. You're tuned to Love 101, and we thank you so much for making it love. And as we go into this hour, we want to say thanks to our sponsor. This hour is brought to you by Flow. Flow. Get unlimited data for the apps you really want, like YouTube and WhatsApp. Try the new 7-day plan for just $675. Dial star 129 star 6 number sign to activate.
Only Flow gives you everything you want in every plan. Unlimited local calls and texts, plus unlimited data for the apps you really want, like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and WhatsApp. No other network comes close. Flow has plans from 2 to 30 days, and every plan has everything you want. Dial star 129 star 6 number sign to activate your 7-day plan with everything you want for only $675. Conditions apply. Only Flow gives you everything you want in every plan. Unlimited local calls and texts, plus unlimited data for the apps you really want, like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and WhatsApp. No other network comes close. Flow has plans from 2 to 30 days, and every plan has everything you want. Dial star 129 star 6 number sign to activate your 7-day plan with everything you want for only $675. Conditions apply.
All right, so just a few more points, and then we have to wrap. Someone here, just before you go to that, someone here was asking, can a child apply for a refund for a deceased parent?
It's not just a child, it's a minor.
Right, right, right.
Talking about.
Um,
but if the child is an adult, then you could. There is
room
provision,
for
as I
that.
was saying, for special contribution refund, and so anyone could do it if you can establish the relationship.
That relationship. And then we have this person asking, talk fast.
I made a request at the NHT for.
All right, all right, all right. I'm gonna get the question and send that to you because all right. This person says my husband was contributing, but from 2013 he lost his
Contributing to where, Nadine?
NIS. Yes, yes, it's there. From NIS he lost his job, and the job he had, they did not withdraw NIS. Wow. So he lost his job from, wow. Okay.
Well, that one is easy. If they weren't contributing, if they weren't contributing, he wouldn't be entitled to a benefit.
So
it
comes
say that you have a responsibility as well to ensure that it's being withdrawn.
Right. So every now and again, just call NIS to say, hello, I work at.
It sounds almost as if they knew that it was being withdrawn, because she didn't say like he found out afterwards. She said it was being withdrawn. There are sometimes employees who feel that, boy, I get more money if these things are not deducted, so I'm not going to insist on it being deducted. So they well know that nothing is coming out of their salaries, but they go along with it because they don't want to.
They want the money now, but they're not thinking about later.
Yes, but yes. So if you're not making, even you can't put it on the employer. You have a responsibility as well. So if you're a domestic worker and you're working with someone and you know that they're not taking anything, it's on you to insist on it.
Yeah.
That's it, because no.
This person said that they who asked if you used to work and then they stopped working in 2000. So if you've never applied for the NHT refund and you stopped working in 2000 and they used to make the payments, then you should still be able to apply, right?
Yes.
Right. So Jennifer. No, honey, no. She quickly said no.
But remember, there are little caveats, but you can get in touch with the NHD.
Right.
For instance, if you got a mortgage already and it's an NHD mortgage, those payments that you are entitled to would be going against your mortgage, so there would be nothing there to collect. So if it is that let us say everything is in order and you would have been entitled to get something, then yes, you can apply even though you stop working. Because I said last week, you can go back one year. I went back and I applied and I got a lot of money because I've not been applying for several years.
Yeah. Allison says, can you still get a house at age 50? And she has been paying since she was 19, NHT.
I'm talking about NHT refund contribution this morning.
Which is not NHT, right. And I was going to say, maybe we need to look at that another time. So go ahead.
That's for another one.
Yes.
And that's probably for a longer conversation with someone from NHT, because there's so much about different things. I wouldn't want to limit it, because it turns sometime on your earnings. There's stuff that people who are earning very small can benefit from, and persons who are earning more. So, there's not just a one answer to that question. You're going to need to know where her scale falls in. But
right.
50, what I can say is that the age of 50 is not going to stop her from getting her money.
Right.
But
So we'll talk about that another time. I am
And
reading.
we'll talk about, yeah, because you're throwing the questions at me, so we'll talk
One more. I'm reading this question and I feel like you ever see them little children who would turn them neck and go so, Ping NIS will allow you to get a pension?
Yes, NIS pension, that's what we were talking
Yes.
about. It's a NIS pension is different from the government pension that public employees would receive. And we spoke about that at length over about 2 or 3. But maybe that person didn't hear. But yes, NIS there's what's called an NIS pension. And if you are making your contribution, if you are now at a relevant age in terms of retirement, which is about 65 for females now, you would be entitled to an NIS pension. Go down there and apply for it, or go online and apply for it.
So you get NIS. So to answer this other person, then you go back to your last point. Somebody's saying, do I get return from NIS as NHT? No, you get NIS pension and you get NHT returns.
And there are other things you can get from other NIS benefits, remember?
Right.
Like the special orphans and the spouse and the
funeral grants. Right. Okay, so you were making a point before the time signal.
But you want us to take it off?
No, not really, because we,
Oh, no, we could take it up next week.
Okay, no problem. Well,
yeah, we could continue next week. So we're going to talk about if you're overseas and you want to contribute, what are the steps and the documents that you'll need. So we'll take it up because I realize that time is gone.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Sheena. Stubbs
and
Gibson.
And person to send in their questions.
Yes, please.
And I'll also field those next week.
Indeed. Thank you very much. And if you have a question, just and you would like it to be looked at, send your question or send the request for the contact and we'll get it to you. Thank you very much.
Blessings, Nadine.
Bye, Sheena. Blessings to you too. Thank you. Bless you.
No need no door for that, no need no alarm clock. Nadine, so love me.
Turn it on, turn it to love. Nadine, in the morning, to hear the word, to hear the music, to hear the gospel, to keep me going.